So my spotlight has been broken for something like a year and a half or 2 years, and it's driving me absolutely crazy. So I bought a new handle, I bought a new bulb. I should have got the shaft to go with it, but I didn't. And I put it all together, it doesn't turn on. I'm just like so pissed off about it. But check it out. Turn it on again after all these years. Super awesome. So here, I watched all kinds of videos about what the problem is. One way to test it is, see this little tiny little end to it. Attach power to it without hitting the edges or anything else, and the light will turn on. And if you hit any of the outside parts of it, it'll spark and you might blow a fuse. So I'll show you where the fuse is, but if this thing powers on, then everything's good going up to the light and your light bulb works and everything. And the problem is this little tip at the end is not making contact within the handle. And there's like 5 other places this thing could go wrong, but that was, I guess, is the most common problem with these. And the fix is I just had to grab some pliers right here and pull the pin out a little. Just pull like this right there, just pull that toward me just a little, and then you crimp right here so that the pin isn't just keep sliding back in. And that was the total fix for me, and I didn't need to buy a new handle and I didn't need to buy a new light. But now I have I actually got a slightly better handle this time. This one's a little bit shorter, so it spins a lot easier. And now my old handle doesn't even work anymore, so I might as well trade handles. And then the bulb is a little bit better, but now I have a backup bulb as well to use. So that was the fix. That was the fix. You just have to pull this pin out a little, and then make sure it's on there, and then your light works. And it's like, it was so simple. I mean, I'm sitting here for 2 years trying to figure out what the heck's wrong with that. I was taking all this thing apart, and I was trying to bypass this wire here, and it was such a simple fix. So it's just the handle is not in all the way, and you see if the handle is not in, it doesn't turn on, but if you get it in all the way, it turns on. And so that's the problem. Here's where the fuse is to the spotlight. It's a 20. It's like the second from the last facing out here, and my fuse is blown, and so that's one reason why the stupid spotlight was never working. But I've got a really nice new bulb to it and a backup bulb, and I'll link the other videos where there's some more troubleshooting. But basically, if you put power to the pole and it lights up, everything's good from the light bulb to inside it to the grounding and everything. And it's just your handle that is just not making contact. The next problem people pointed out is it's supposed to be springy, and it's not springy at all. So the solution there is you have to go to the other side and start shoving the pole back toward this direction. And so almost all the problems were caused by this pole thing here going way back too far toward the front. And so shoving it back toward the cabin solved a lot of the problems with getting the pin in and also making contact. So that's another problem that happens. You have to just pull this thing a lot farther toward you, and then the handle will fit on better and it'll make a contact.